Hello again, everyone. Abby and Delaney are back to talk to you about another way to explore identity. So far, we have talked about how a couple of different artists, Ben Don and Jess Dugan, have explored their own identities through their artwork.
However, in this video, we will not be focusing on a specific artist, but many different artists. Today, we are going to dive deeper into African textiles and how those relate back to the identities of the people that made them or wear them. This is another online exhibition on the Gregory Alucard Museum's website, and we highly encourage you to go on the website and tour more of the African textiles exhibit, as well as the other online exhibitions. The third exhibition we are looking at is about African textiles. Unlike our other tours, where we focused on one artist, this exhibition focuses on textiles, or fabrics, from across Africa. Africa has a wide variety of cultures, and is possibly the most diverse continent.
Does anyone know what textiles are? Just like with our other video tours, we are going to pause after all the questions to give you time to think about your answers. Feel free to pause your video and think about your answers before playing the video again. So, textiles are made of woven fabric. They can have many different purposes like rugs, wall hangings or tapestries, and clothing. Does anyone have a favorite color to wear? My favorite color to wear is blue because I think it is very calm and soothing. Does anyone have a favorite piece of clothing to wear? My favorite piece of clothing to wear are these fun, bright yellow polka dot pants that I have because they make me feel extra happy when I wear them.
An element that is commonly found in African textiles is beadwork. This beadwork is something Zulu artists are known for across the world. One of the purposes of it is for expressing your feelings to someone you love. The women will make their beadwork almost like a love letter. Beadwork has been a part of the Zulu culture since early times. They used stones, bones, seashells, and other materials to make beads before using the glass beads that we now know today. Zulu women will also use their colored beads to make matching necklaces or bracelets, one of which they will wear and the other that their partner will wear, to show that they are together. Has anyone ever made a bracelet or necklace with beads? Have you ever made something and given it to someone you love? I like to make friendship bracelets and share them with my friends.
Let's dive deeper into exploring textiles through the next exhibition. To start, we are going to look at a wedding shawl from South Africa. Here is a map of Africa. Has anyone heard of Africa before? It is a continent across the Atlantic Ocean. South Africa is located at the southern tip and is highlighted in green. This is where our first artwork comes from. It is by a Zulu artist. Zulu is an ethnic group in South Africa.
Our first artwork is a marriage shawl, and it's made by an unidentified Zulu artist in South Africa. It's made with cotton and beads. What do you think the color means in this piece?
How do you think this piece is similar to Jess Dugan's piece, Roses? Has anyone here ever been to a wedding before? Lots of times, there are lots and lots of flowers in weddings, and roses are often given as a romantic gesture. Both the roses and the wedding shawl can relate back to weddings, relationships, and connections between people. How does this marriage shawl relate back to the identity of the women that wear them? Weddings and marriage become a large part of the identities of the people in those relationships. Oftentimes, weddings are done in colors and themes that represent the couple. In this wedding shawl, we see lots of blues and pinks. Both of these are very bright and happy colors, showing that the marriage itself will be full of happiness and tranquility.
Let's look at our map again and find Nigeria. Our second artwork is by a Yoruba artist. The Yoruba is an ethnic group that lives in Western Africa. The yellow highlighted part of this map is Western Africa. Nigeria is the country circled in red, which is where our artwork is from.
After looking at the wedding shawl from South Africa and talking about how it relates to color, we are going to travel to a different part of Africa, Nigeria, which is located in West Africa, to see how another piece's color has a deeper meaning. This piece was made by an unidentified Yoruba artist of Nigeria. It was made using cotton and indigo dye with the method of cassava resist and stencils.
This cloth tells a story through the designs on the piece, but how it is worn can sometimes change the meaning. To make this cloth, the use of stencils and repetition was used. What do you think about when looking at these patterns? Something I see are some floral patterns, reminding me of flowers.
How do our clothes tell our stories? Do we wear our favorite colors, patterns, or images of our favorite things? I know that I love to wear fun and bright clothes when I am in a good mood, but that when I am sad or stressed, I wear darker clothes. This is different for every person, though. I also like to wear fun patterns because I feel more creative when I do. Based on the colors and patterns of this piece, what do you think the person who wears this is like? There are some really beautiful patterns in this piece. I think the patterns show that this person is classy and organized. The colors are natural and have some earthy tones, but they are still majestic and beautiful.
Does anyone have a pair of blue jeans? Blue jeans are oftentimes made with indigo dye. This is what gives blue jeans their color. A deer indigo cloths have been worn as a status symbol since the 19th century. Indigo is a very expensive dye and color, so a lot of countries, wealthy people are the only ones who can afford to wear it.
The clothes we wear represent a lot of who we are. Clothes differ across cultures, but still show who we are based on color, style, patterns, and texture. A lot of our identity is shown in the way we dress and present ourselves. We can see this in both the wedding shawl and the adir, which have distinctive colors and patterns.